Alright, we just got 210 wins. The Super Bowl has resumed after halftime, so we gotta get this second session in right away. And, well, I guess you could get Health to the Mermal, but how about one of these? How about one of these? Seems fine. Let's be some wavy wigs. Why not? I didn't talk about what we did in stream in the past week in the first session of SAP here, so that's not looking so good. No, that's true. We did some Pokepath. I had to not have Wednesday stream, but I did a little Thursday bonus secret stream, which was some Pokepath TD. Then on Friday, did some Endless Ocean, a demo or two, maybe some extended doles. Would I rather have 2 shots or an extra spook? That's a great question. That is a great question. I honestly don't know. But I'm gonna go with this. Put that there and run it like this. Not looking like a good day for Massachusetts. Nah, not looking great so far. We went like 3 and out, I think, after coming back in from the half. Shots are being fired. All right, we got the win. We got the win. I guess we're just taking stuff. We're gonna have a bunch of half levels, see if we can make something work. This should probably be back here. I almost, if we just look pathetic the whole Super Bowl here, I would definitely rather have just almost not been in it and just been in. Do I take the level early? I kind of have to, right? Unless I do that here. Kind of have to take 1 early at least. Would have rather just like lost in this first or second round almost, I feel like. But whatever, we'll see what happens. Knicks beat the Celtics today too? Oh my god. Oh my god, it's all over. That's a lot of stats. Alright, we got it. Oh, did you guys see the Overwatch thing? News, stuff, whatever you even want to call it? They're just renaming Overwatch 2 to just Overwatch, which is a decision. It's kind of weird. I know Double Deer, you're like, oh, it's almost leveled, but what if we just do the thing that's strong and ailment again, but also with Mothman this time? Probably have to keep the Barghest to start here to get Mothman triggers. And then I guess you almost kind of have to get rid of this. I don't... Push the back, give it +2/+2. I don't really need, like... This is better this turn. But that's because we just did 2 levels, and then the music stopped. Now it's back. They're fully abandoning PvE in Overwatch, so that's why it's just Overwatch? That's wild. Forget about it, it's over for in New England sports? Alright, I won't go that far. I haven't been paying too close attention to the Bruins, but I did see that our goalie fought another goalie, and goalie fights are always one of the hypest things in hockey just because it doesn't happen often. So at least we got that going for us. But as far as things that are over, some news you probably didn't hear is that March 2nd, Netflix will no longer be available on the PS3. So rest in peace. Because I'm sure that was getting used a lot. Alright, filibuster, wasting time. I think we have to just sacrifice not getting that level. I think it's probably fine. Then the question becomes, sell this for better links right now by 1 damage, though? I mean, that's only +3/+3, but it's not like a combo with this necessarily anyway. I'm down to kind of just have things like this. Free roll. I guess a cucumber, maybe. Free roll. Granted, we're looking for the tier 4, you know, visitor, leaf gecko, whatever it's called. I guess if we had to, leaf gecko to maybe try to get the achievement, because I'm pretty sure I have the achievement for visitor. PS3 is the only console you own. R.I.P. No Netflix for you. No Netflix for you, it seems. We would have had a level... How do you say this? Takuxi? Takuxi? Tasuxi? I don't know. I actually have no idea how you're supposed to say that. I have not a clue. Damn, we're still in 3s? We did those levels on the first turn, huh? Yeah, we got no shot of getting much level in here. And you don't really... Today, Junior, you don't really want this level 3 out of these 3. You'd probably rather the Mothman, because like you're supposed to be doing ailments, so that makes some amount of sense. That being said, I'm not necessarily married to it, but I guess I will just do this. Granted, there's no reason for me to really be married. Oh, are they gonna kick another field goal? All right, 12-0 is pretty bad news. Double digits up is bad. Oh, that's a lot of stats right there. That's a lot of stats. We got a big moth. A big moth man. Alright. This on you seems like that'd be a good idea. That's fine. Palafin. What? I missed something. I missed something within the... Okay. Well, it doesn't really work with these, huh? Maybe that was stupid. Do this, move this here, level, not level, roll. We'll lose out on a... This is until next turn? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong screen. If still standing, game permanent stats, well, okay. I think this is actually a better way to do it, because the Mothman is likely to be able to get a kill on its own and have the stat. Oh, but it won't have it. No, we'll have it. Yeah. So then, boom, did the weakness make that permanent stat not work? Order of operations? Why was that the order of operations? What the heck? Okay, well, either way. Whoa! Level 2 there is huge. This is big. Honestly, I'm down to next... Next turn, probably. Probably, yeah, next turn. If we had avocado, I would have bought that instead, but it wasn't available at the time. But yeah, flounder, level the... Oh, just a joke how to pronounce the dolphin's name, because palafin is a different thing. I get it. I don't know, a bunch of things happened. A bunch of things happened. The Mothman didn't even have to attack yet. Okay. Sell. Buy. Eats 2 foods, transforms, get the back 2 most friends. Probably these 2, because this is already getting close. There's not, like, cheap food to buy, so you just kind of do this, I guess. I mean, in a sense, it's... Ooh. Asparagus on flounder would have been good, because you got 1 more off of it. Yeah, I guess I rolled or something before that happened. I missed it. I guess then... Now what? You go like this? For the time being? That seems reasonable. I feel like that's reasonable. I'm almost tempted to not... Like, the Lynx maybe doesn't need to actually stick around. Perhaps I should just be giving the stats to the Mothman and such. Nice snipe. I mean, that is nice to see that pop off, though. That is a nice combination of things. Okay, hold on. Do this. Boom. That's also pretty good. This is all pretty good, huh? Just give this an extra stat piece. In a sense, the Mothman is nice here in that you almost, you know, you don't really actually need to rely on having the level 3 of the visitor, but you still kind of get like the stats temporarily as if you would have. And then if it was ever attacking, it would get some permanence from those too, but we're already at 9 out of 10. I don't know when that happened, but apparently that happened. So that's good. Snipe their link, so not much loss. Oh, 24? That's a pretty big dog. Oh, we lost. Okay, that. Well, actually, the cucumber paying off. Full health, 10 win. I just wish I could have got the Mothman achievement. Although maybe I have that already. Perhaps I do. I actually might already have that. Let's see. That was a 10-minute 10 win, by the way. 10-minute 10 win. I do already have the achievement. Alright, well then that I don't feel as bad then. Do I have a alien? Or visitor? Oh, I don't actually have the visitor. Dang, I thought I did. I guess this kind of works with this. It only gains attack. I would rather this, I think, this turn then. Loose pianist? Wow, are we back on the Olympics ski jumping penis gate again? Groundhog Day, that was another thing I wanted to mention. Ailments teams rule, summon teams drool. Kind of, yeah, to be honest. Not gonna lie, kind of, yeah, to be honest. Works 2 times. 2 enemy attacks. I think I just, this, it's fine. Drake May dropping back. Tons of time. He almost never has had any time, and he made a bad throw. That's straight up a bad throw. Not. Never mind, it's great. Never mind, it is great. Level. Something cool. You know, these are fun. These are cool. Gotta imagine you Toad here with the multiple attacks plus Tootie McGavin. And then I guess you, for the same reason, throw in one of these. Throw in one of these fellas. And I think I'm just rolling. Is that crazy? We only have 1 tier 3. Yeah, we could just roll. There you go. There you go. 4 field goals with no touchdowns. You know, that might be a Super Bowl stat. You're not wrong. That could be a stat of some kind. The weakness did work pretty well there, I would say. Now, there's not really a way for me to bring up this topic that doesn't make it, like, sad, but I do want to bring it up, because, I don't know, it's a famous person, musician, that, you know, I enjoyed some of their music for sure. The singer of Three Doors Down, Brad Arnold, passed away this past week at 47, which is, that's messed up. 47 is too young for that to happen. Not that it's ever, you know, not that it's like ever a good thing, but you know what I mean. You know what I'm trying to get at, right? Right? I was rolling to potentially get double levels, and I'm saving this level for next turn, because tier 4s are where the business happens, it seems, this weekly. Jump, jump. Alright, they got me on that one. Fair enough. Not gonna have a full health gauntlet, but our direction will be made quite a bit here. Well, not really an option, huh? It's kind of just, you take the deer, because you're hoping this is gonna get some weakness, this is gonna get some weakness on stuff, and then get going. That being said, not particularly excited about what we got here. It's just okay stuff. Was really hoping to get, okay, get rid of that, get this. Really hoping to see, well, I guess all of that, really. I guess take this because you get the benefit of it being leveled this turn, and then there's a unicorn again, which is kind of just too good to pass up. The other thing is that it's not just that it's too good to pass up, it's that I don't really have anything else going on anyway, is part of the other thing, I guess. Which kind of seems like that's how this weekly is. It's just stuff, and then you kind of go, you kind of just have to go ailments unless you, I guess, toss in a Leviathan for stats, and then you're doing a 4 squad, which seems not like a thing you necessarily want to be doing this week. Or just like generic scaling somehow with Dragonfly. Unicorn's just there to like anti-ailment, and then, I don't know. It feels like most things are dying so, like, it feels like there's not that many attacks that happen. So a Black Rhino, while in theory feels like it could be good this week, it feels like with all the snipes and the ailments that things are being one-shotted a lot. That I feel like this would only trigger once, maybe. Feels pretty hard for this to go off twice. That's where my mind is at in that regard. Well, that's interesting. I guess they went all in for the purposes of the level 3, level 2 fellas to try to make something happen there. Okay. Well, we can, I guess, remove that, throw this back here, money next turn, roll, roll, roll. Just because keeping this with the weakness probably is a good thing to be doing, is my theory here. We lose out on 1 spawn. Okay, Secretary Bird, not bad. We're gonna not quite shoot the Secretary Bird. Yeah, we ain't winning this one. That's not a surprise though. Just checking in on the Patriots there. Okay. Level this, give us some direction. Well, okay, there is some weakness there, or some crisping. This is just generally good. I think time to get rid of you. Bring this in. Arguably cucumber if we don't see anything. There's the visitor. You know how this works. You know how this works. I would rather get the, I mean, I guess we could go for level 3 visitor achievement, but I want to get the, I want to do the gecko. Feels like that'd be nice. There we go. It's not any of those. Again, this is nice, but eh. Okay, well that's also nice. Start of battle, give 2 most friends XP and stuff. Oh. Oh! Alright, it was a good punt return, but it wasn't as exciting as I was hoping it would be. He kind of got around the edge there for a moment. He kind of got around there at the edge for a moment. Oh yeah, Groundhog Day. People were betting on like Poly Market and stuff for if Phil would see his shadow. So that's an interesting world we live in. As well as somehow like athletes, some NBA athletes and stuff are able to be partnered somehow with Kalshi, which is another type of prediction market. Don't really know how that is supposed to be working, but apparently that's just a thing we allow now. Granted, once the gambling stuff started opening back up again, sports gambling stuff in the past like 5 years, I kind of knew it was over in terms of like seemingly many things that are happening now, we're just like forgetting why we did all of the things we've been doing for some reason in regards to like rules and regulations. We just don't seem to care why we were ever doing that in the first place, apparently. Whether it's gambling or environmental stuff or, you know, the law. You know, separation of the three branches of government. Hiring people that are qualified for positions instead of random flukies that will do whatever you want, do whatever you wish. Anyway, we could technically level 3 visitor right now. We could technically level 3 unicorn right now. The vampire bat, in theory, should be good with the visitor, as we just saw. So that would mean either selling the deer or selling the dragon. Selling the dragon would mean that these will go on the things that die from this right away, which would be good because they would take extra damage. We could also just level 2 this right away as well, which would also be even stronger because it'd be 8 damage a shot. The deer, I guess for some reason, if the things that got icky on the opponent's team were still alive after the octopus, you could then say the chili damage from the deer would be nice, or just being something that's not. I'm looking at these two and feeling like I gotta sell one of them. That's how I'm feeling right now. Feeling like I gotta sell one of them. It's really interesting. We could kind of just do whatever we want. We could level 2 the octopus, level 3 this, level 3 this. You probably would want to level 3 this before you level 3 that, but we are a ways away, so we do kind of have to think a bit long term. I don't think that level 3 in the unicorn right away is quite the play though. I think what I would rather do is sell this. Nah, I'm not gonna do the crow. Do this and get this situated for the future because awesome. What the frig? Because there's a chance that we basically just do the same team and get rid of the red dragon for the manticore again, really. All right. Yeah, that works pretty good. Alright, well, I still think that this is probably better first. And then this to get closer, and then this, and then you roll, and then you get a red dragon. How crazy would it be to not do this in order to have a unicorn more likely to show up? It's probably too greedy. It's probably too greedy. Level 2 octopus would also be a nice thing to put on next, I would say. Okay, yeah, everyone's just anti-ailment, but I shot... Okay, that is one benefit of the dragon into the vampire bat, is shooting other people's unicorns. Now, the problem is we did still lose. That is a problem with what just happened. First level 3 visitor. Dang, I was really hoping... I think we might not get there. But let's see. Depends on the team, but it seems like... Okay, this one seems doable, because we're going to shoot their... Shoot and burn the guy in the back. We shoot more, we gain more. We shoot more, we gain more. Alright. Man, Patriots are not looking good. They're dropping balls. They ain't catching. They getting sacked. They ain't looking hot. Way too much rolling for... Okay, you know what? This is probably worth taking. Do this, get some stats. That's at least something worth purchasing. And you know what? Do it again. Do it again. I gotta at least purchase something. I gotta make something out of the turn. This to me feels so beatable. Oh, that's a lot of levels. No doubt about that. But you also leveled my things, which is pretty good for me too. Pretty good for me as well, it turns out. I think I am gonna keep the dragon. I'm gonna keep the dragon. I know that you could do the Manticore and stuff, but we literally just did this team, but without that part. Well, the funny thing is that almost all of this, no matter what, is getting overridden, so in a sense I should have put the pancake on something else like I did last time. Transform into exact copy of a random enemy. You know what we could do? At this point, it might be worth doing that. Might be worth doing that, I would say. Now, this does mean that the Vampire Bat's not really going to be shooting people that are getting the double damage weakness on it, but that's still probably okay. Pretty strong looking team. They did weakness, but I think that worked out worse for them. They sillied the dragon, and then I feel like my dragon did more triggers of its stuff there. Okay, level 3 of that, we'll take that. I think I think it's better to just do these because they happen pre-battle before everything gets all weakened and ailmented and all these other crazy things. Speaking of, alright, they're gonna have a big moth, but it's gonna be double damaged. Well, it wasn't, but then it was, and then we got a 10 win again. But at least, even though this was a very similar team, at least I got my level 3 achievement for the visitor out of it, right? So there's some recompense. There's at least something of value, not just, oh, he did the strategy that's clearly the strongest thing again. But hey, you know what? An almost really long 10 win streak. There's a sneaky 9 in there if you're paying attention. But at least for this weekly, 4 10 wins. And yeah, I mean, seems pretty locked in as far as keep your health high if you can with kind of random stuff. Maybe some spawns, a sheep, or this or that. Maybe something you get level 2 and some change early, whatever. Take a Lynx or something mid-game. You don't have to unicorn, but the unicorns are definitely going to help, especially if you're going long. Like, if you don't get wins early, you're probably going to be looking to have to unicorn or somehow get, like, Dragonfly and have a level 3, 2, and 1 that you're working with. And then, yeah, then you just kind of take these 3 units that are good. If only I could have got... I guess I already did the Mothman achievement, but I felt like, you know, spiritually it would have been nice to get it again, I guess. But okay, there you go, I suppose. Not looking great for the Patriots. Almost end of the third quarter, still down 12-0. So that's not so great. But, you know, who knows? It could still happen, I guess. It could still happen, but time for me to resume watching the game with full attention, and may the odds be in my favor.